All excited. I'm on my way to Townley Hall for the viewing of the Adams auction. And I've had a sneak preview and the catalogue is just amazing. So I'm really looking forward to seeing the actual antiques that are for sale.
So this is the entrance hall of Townley Hall, where, as you can see on the walls, we've hung our selection of 18th century Irish portraits by various prolific artists, including Thomas Pooley, Robert Hunter and Thomas Fry. This is the second Earl of Belvedere, and his parents had a little bit of a rocky relationship. His mother had an affair with his father's brother, and the father cast her off to prison, where she was held there until his death, and the second Earl of Belvedere, her son, released her upon his death.
And now you can own and have that bit of history.
You can, and he's petting his dog as well, which is a nice detail.
Yeah, he's still not happy.
No, no.
But the great thing about when you buy a painting or a piece of furniture here is there's more than likely a story with it.
Absolutely. These antiques have been handed down through families for generations, so there's always a history attached to every piece.
So I'm looking forward to looking around. This table is delightful, isn't it? Look at the grain. Look, isn't that just fabulous?
It's gorgeous, lovely cross-banded top. And this table actually, it's a double drop leaf and it flips up as well. So a lot going on with this, and lovely carved base as well.
Beautiful carved base. Lovely, look at these two horses.
They're amazing.
Huh?
Anglo-Indian decorative pieces, they're lovely. You really need a special spot for those. They won't fit every home, but for a special place, they're fabulous.
What fascinates me about pieces like that is they're really pieces of sculpture.
They are. Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, if you find the right spot for them, they can really make a room. They're real statement pieces, so sculpture, as you say. Yeah, there's lots of pieces here that you'll see. They're more sculptural than functional.
Oh, will I follow you?
Please do.
Where are we off to?
We're going into the rotunda area, which I think you'll be impressed by. So you can't help but look up when you come into this room.
Isn't this just extraordinary?
Yeah, absolutely beautiful. So if you didn't know, this building is...
Brilliant seascape.
Yes, so this is actually our cover lot of our catalogue, and the painting is attributed to Van der Hagen, and it shows William III on the Irish coast, and he's about to land in Carrickfergus, where he goes on then to fight the French and the Irish army and the Battle of the Boyne, which is just down the road actually from Townley Hall. So a lot of history being linked in here.
But you see what I just think that painting is amazing because it's so busy. So busy. Isn't it?
A lot of movement.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
You really feel like the ships are moving.
Totally, a bit seasick.
Well,
sea legs.
No, you see, I love that particular period because I read it avidly.
Yes.
Fictional depictions of pirates and all that period.
Yeah.
And it's just...
Takes you into it.
It does, it really does.
Yeah.
Smashing overmantle?
Yes, this overmantle is a really, really lovely example of a George II mirror. So lovely original glass plate, and then contained within a gilt wood egg and dark border. Really, really lovely.
What I love about pieces like this is they fit so perfectly into a contemporary home.
Absolutely. You can really mix the old and the new, and it fits very seamlessly. Yeah, it's nice to have an eclectic kind of feeling about things. So really, really lovely pier mirror, the architectural top. I love this. Is one of my favourite pieces in the sale.
It's just, there's another one which I found, which is fab, but I didn't see that. That's amazing.
Yeah.
The detail and carving is extraordinary.
Absolutely. So this is a fabulous table. So this table is by an Irish maker called James Hicks, who was an Irish cabinet maker who was working at the turn of the 20th century. What's it that you like about this? Is the carving? Or?
No, it's the carving. Like, it's just extraordinary. When you see the detail, and you can really appreciate it.
Yeah, the swags and everything.
Well, it's just most unusual, but it's not too big.
Yeah.
You know the way sometimes these tables can be too tall,
Yeah,
whereas this table is just such a nice size. You know, it would fit in a small country home,
absolutely.
as it would fit equally in a very contemporary home.
Absolutely. Yeah.
You know, I think that's interesting, watching antiques drifting into modern interiors.
Absolutely.
And they're perfect.
Yeah, yeah.
And you've laid out beautiful furniture.
We have these two lovely marble top tables raised on giltwood. They're pier tables really, raised on giltwood bases and beautifully carved, and the marble tops are actually new, so perfect condition, kind of ready to put in place.
So this has been explained to me, just in case you think I know, but I don't. So when you were in the army in 1796, you dressed up, and everybody was quite flashy and posh, and you'd have one of these on your belt which would go across your chest. And these were actually insignias from militia of the time, trying to save Ireland from the French. Maybe not. But these are really stunning. There's a collection of about 8 to 10.
Yes.
And they're most unusual.
Extremely unusual. They're rare.
They're fabulous.
Yeah, don't come up a lot.
Yeah, well, I have my eye on one.
There's actually quite a large set. It's a set of 10, I believe, of those chairs.
Wow.
So plenty of seats.
These chairs are great. Can I sit on this side?
Please, yeah.
These chairs are great because they're perfect for me. They have that bit of width.
Yeah.
But that was probably because of the ladies in their big skirts as well.
Absolutely, they needed the extra space.
To get in, because they were much more dainty than I am. But these chairs are just extraordinary, like the detailing, as you said, of the head.
Yeah, they're carved beautifully.
Very good.
Quality. Good stuff. Can we march? Hello. Oh,
How
this
are
is
you?
Stuart. This is one of our directors.
Very nice to meet you. You're well.
Very good, and you?
Fabulous. Loving it.
This is actually interesting. We might do this quickly.
Oh yes.
This is 16th century.
Wow.
Well, we believe it to be. So,
And do you know the provenance, or whatever you call the right word?
we don't know the provenance of it. We know that it came from France, and we know that it was at one stage it was polychrome, so it was coloured. It's like gesso on remnants of gesso on it that would have been painted, and we think that parts of this has been replaced. So the hand and the child have been replaced. But if you look at the back, you'll see it's all hand carved out.
Wow.
So it would have sat in some sort of kind of plinth at a height. You're supposed to be looking up at the Madonna and her child. So really, really old, kind of special thing.
But again, you see, if you look at the carving.
And the hair and all of the details.
Well, you know, it's just extraordinary, isn't it? Now, we have all sorts of goodies.
All sorts of goodies out here. So wide range of garden furniture out here, Hugh. Which I think you like. You pointed out this bench earlier.
Yeah,
You
I think
particularly
this
liked
bench
that one.
is fabulous, isn't it?
Really nice piece.
Like, you know, a little bit of maintenance and it would be stunning.
Yeah, fresh coat of paint.
And again, the nice thing about this is it's not too big.
Yeah, nice and compact and comfortable to sit in as well.
So this is something you might put, you know, on your journey through your garden.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you come across this and you can sit down and enjoy it.
Yeah, totally. Take in the garden. Yeah, it's a 19th century piece by Colebrookdale, and this kind of pattern was very typical of their design. So you have the kind of oak cast iron back, and then finished off with the dog heads at the top. So
But also nice. You know the way sometimes these can be too skinny?
yes,
Whereas what's lovely here is the actual width of that you can get your elbow on.
Yeah, really sturdy. Absolutely.
This is lovely as well, bit ecclesiastical going on.
Yes, yes, with the trellis back.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, so these are really interesting. These are salvaged streetlights from O'Connell Street.
Gosh.
So when O'Connell Street was being refurbished, obviously somebody had the foresight to salvage these. So we've 2 sets, 4 in one lot and 5 in another. So if you want a piece of Dublin history, you've got it in those.
Aren't they fabulous? The size of them.
Huge, absolutely huge. I think this was one of your
Yeah,
picks as
I
well,
was
Hugh.
dying to see that. Like to see well, first of all, the scale and size of it is very large, but the condition of it is amazing.
Really, really good condition. Yeah, all of the glass glazed pieces are intact. Looks like it's gotten a fresh coat of paint as well. I've never seen one this large. Really, really kind of nice piece.
And it's lovely to see it as a rectangle. You know, so often these are.
Demi-lune, yeah.
Yeah, and so to see it as a rectangle is most unusual.
Absolutely. Yeah, and you had a novel suggestion for, you know, if it didn't fit above your door, what you could do with it. So
Yeah, I just think all of a sudden if you put this in a very simple frame, you could actually put it in a wall as a window.
yeah, I'd never thought of that.
And double that, because it's such, again, that's now become a piece of sculpture.
Yeah, yeah,
It is so beautiful.
yeah, absolutely. No, it's a great idea. Be interested to see now if the person who buys it goes with that.
Well, no, that's another red sticker for me.
It's a what? Red sticker.
That's a red sticker.
You're running out of room in your car now.
No, I think I have a job that would be perfect for.
Oh, really? Okay.
Francis Johnson house
Oh, right, okay.
from 1780.
Oh, fabulous.
Yeah. So I'm going to check if it fits. I have to replace the door
Yeah,
and the glass over because it's not original.
yeah.
And it would be wild.
Do the trick.
It would be wild if it could fit in. Tell us all about the auction now.
So the auction is a 2-day affair. So day 1 is all online. It's an online only auction and it's running at the moment. So you can log in and see where your lots are bidding wise.
So you can do that already.
Do that already. And then
And that's up to when?
that is up until Monday, the 17th. So the first lot starts to close at 11. So you need to keep your eyes online from then.
Great.
And then the second day is a live auction, which is taking place back in our sale rooms in 26 St. Stephen's Green.
And that starts at what time?
That starts at 11 a.m. as well on the 18th, Tuesday the 18th of October.
But in the meantime, you can come down to Townley Hall
Yes,
and you can look at all the amazing items that are in the auction.
yes. So we're on view this weekend, Saturday and Sunday from 11 to 5 p.m. And we're also on view on Monday from 10 to 5 p.m.
Very good. And I'll just bring my red dot.
Exactly. Your many red dots.
Terrific. Look,
Thank you so much, Hugh.
amazing. I just think it's going to be this is going to be an extraordinary auction. There are so many pieces, there's such knowledge, but there's also such history. So get your bidding button going.